Hi guys, welcome to our channel. Guys, karibuni leo. We're missing Julia. Julia is having some nice down, relaxing time down at the coast, specifically Kilifi. Wow. Julia, have fun. Utarudi. So today we're discussing black tax. Have you guys ever heard of black tax? Lorna, what is black tax?
Okay, so I'm going to get definition from Urban Dictionary, because it's the most simplified. So, black tax. The extra money that black professionals are expected to give every month to support their less fortunate family and extended families. The burden of black tax causes a financial distress to middle-class professionals, as they usually have no savings left after having to share their salaries with the entire family.
Wow. Yeah. And it's called specifically black tax because it looks like it affects African Americans or people in Africa more, black people more. I've not heard of white tax or brown tax. Tax, I don't know. It's sometimes it's like a passage of life. After you graduate and you get a job, the next step is that money. You either share with your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters. I'm sure we all know some of our parents have been helped pay their siblings' school fees. That's what really black tax is. I think before we go to the next section of the episode, because what we did is on Over 25 channel page on Instagram, we asked you guys to tell us about your experiences with black tax and your thought on the same. So before we go into that, I think we should talk about our own experiences with black tax.
Yes.
Shikie, you can start us off.
All right. Before I go into my experience, I just wanted to mention that this episode is in no way throwing shade at people who are okay with black tax or are not okay with black tax. Like, we're not taking sides. It's just something that we realized many people go through, I guess, as we are black professionals. So we just ask guys to share their experiences just so that you know you're not alone, or you know this is what people are experiencing, and we'll also share some tips at the end, right?
Yep.
So personally, just like Ivy said, I know people in my family who have, have paid black tax and have experienced black tax.
They remit
black tax. I don't know what's the term for it. Because I know, like, my grandparents are them they did because they were firstborn, so they helped educate their siblings, etc. But personally, I would not say that I pay black tax. Or that is expected of me in my family situation.
For me, same as Shiko. It's not expected of me. I don't think I've ever been asked to send. My mom will ask it maybe, but most of the time she's joking. She's like wants to see, what I would, So I don't know. Like, it's not that she's asking me to do it. Of course there are times when I feel just, my mom's birthday, I'll send her like a 10K, such things. But I've been told, we need money to build this or buy this at Tuma Pesa. So I don't have. I guess they understand that we are also struggling. And I've been lucky in that way.
For me, I think just what I'm hearing from the two of you is like these two definitions. So I think black tax is negative. Black tax is when you're not, like, when you can't hack, like when it's expected of you. Because what I do is I can give up the cash or I can help with bills or whatever, but I'm doing it willingly. I don't see it as tax. I don't see it as whatever. I don't really. What I've learned when you're dealing with money, when it comes to family and that type of thing, whatever you give out, if it doesn't come back, that's fine. Don't hold those things over siblings' heads or parents' heads or whatever. Whatever you're giving, make sure you can afford to, because it might not come back. So for me, that's my experience with black tax. So we can go to what people have said on black tax.
We had said we'll keep this anonymous. We're not going to mention any names of anyone who said anything. So this person said, I learned to set boundaries. give a fixed amount and let them know there is no more. And the reason why I wanted to mention that one is because I feel like it's a manageable way of giving back if you feel like you want to give back. Because this doesn't sound like a person who is struggling. We saw a lot of people saying that they're struggling. Black tax. So
professionals.
Exactly. So I just wanted to mention this one because I felt like it's a more manageable way of doing things. It seems organized. I like structure. You're able to budget. I don't know what you guys think about it.
I like what you've said. I think for me, black tax is very emotional.
Yes.
You can say and claim that you're only going to give what you can afford or whatever. But the minute your mom says she's sick, black tax is so emotional.
It is. You're right.
However, I always say, I don't cry for money, it won't cry for you. So try and just compartmentalize those two facets. Be logical, as that person has said. So I like that.
I also really like it. And of course it's not everyone's experience, but it would if you're in a dynamic where you're able to even have that conversation with your folks or whoever is depending on you, that this is what I am able to give. So I'm giving it to you, and you guys see. I don't know. Exactly. I just thought it sounds a bit manageable.
True. Most of the conversations you have, people are not. They're suffering, right? So, like you're saying, is it just about having a conversation with your parents the way you have with your spouse? Look, I am 20K. Kwa maisha yangu mimi, if I stretch myself, this is what I'm earning, right? So this is what I have to give you. So even you jipanga with me, don't ask me for more than you know I can give. Because for some people it's really hard to say no.
It is.
It's really hard. This is your parents, it's tricky.
Men are the ones who you always hear a ton of stories about men not saving because they have too many responsibilities to their families or their extended family. They just can't say no because it's also expected of them. And a man can't cry that he's broken, he can't because it's not money enough.
Exactly.
It's very
supposed to provide. And it's exactly what you said. It's an emotional thing. So you in your mind you can be like, this is my budget, but if someone you love comes to you and they're like, I need this money.
Living abroad right now, realize I can't understand that life is expensive here too. I don't know if you guys have seen a bunch of TikToks of people saying this is what my relatives at home think I do by living in America. And then they go to trees, they are fake harvesting money from trees, or they are cooking in a pan and they are cooking money in trees. All my siblings have studied abroad and I know how expensive it is over and above school fees. So I feel so bad that people abroad are expected to move money back because you think life abroad is easy. It's not.
It's really
good. Maisha London. That's Maisha London.
And in fact, with anything, Kenya is one of the most expensive places to live. Ask all these white guys who are around. Any expatriates right now. I know expatriates are earning special money to take care of them, but still, they'll tell you Kenya is expensive. It's quite expensive. So I don't even know how Kenyans do it. You guys need to do how we survive.
I don't know.
It's all we know. Maybe it's just we just found a way to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Stop harassing the people who are living abroad. Imagine, leave them alone. Send them money. Send them money. People should have going abroad parties where people changa. This person gets some money. Even the ticket.
Rent for 2 days.
If you expect me to remit black tax to you, what have you given me first? Rent abroad. God.
People are living in cars in the States.
And for such a tiny little space, you're paying such a premium.
Taking 2 to 3 jobs.
Imagine, just to service your rent.
And you're an uncle who appeared out of nowhere. Who are you?
Imagine.
Nonsense. Shikie, another contribution?
Another one is this person who said, immediately I started earning a salary, I started helping out, taking care of my younger sister. So basically just naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really.
So in a case like that, is it because
was she
able to, some of these things actually, you're just putting the black tax on yourself.
On yourself. No one
asked you.
Yeah.
And me, I'm like that with it. If I see you giving me stuff I've never asked, you can give me an inch, I can take a 6-foot pole.
And people will take it.
I'll take it. I'm like,
that's what she said.
Yeah, or maybe it's those things where you've grown up hearing your parents saying, I paid school fees for my younger sisters, what. So exactly what you said, ujiwekelea. You get a salary, you start thinking, okay, let me help mom, let me do. And maybe you haven't been asked. Or maybe it's out of the kindness of your heart. I just hope the person is able to.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking of my first salary.
Peanuts.
It was
What was your first salary? What was your first job? Your first salary was from where, Shiko?
my internship at Samsung.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, small world.
Hey, my internship was Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I used to go and stand in line and collect my 4,000 bob. Then I go and buy shoes.
It was like a 10K. And I was like,
You got a phone. I'll never forget.
And I got a phone. I should put London.
That should be on a t-shirt now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person said, my dad did it. It's sad to see him retire with not enough for himself to invest. So it had me thinking how basically that's why black tax is there.
Yeah.
A lot of our relatives, our parents have not been able to make enough. So as soon as you're the person unakatu umefika, you automatically have to take care of everyone else.
You feel the need to.
You feel the need to. And I think also for us, I think just to add, I think a lot of people who have not really gone through black tax is because their parents are fortunate enough to be able to support them and support themselves. So their parents actually have, they have money, they have assets, they have stuff. So they don't ask their kids suffering. There's no black tax existing there.
Yeah.
So I feel that's where black tax comes from. When you people just can't support themselves. Yeah.
The next one I've seen that I like is I don't want to say like, I think it was the audacity for me. My grandmother came to visit, and as she was leaving, she asked me to buy her a car. The fuck? Wow.
Yeah, that's
How?
Not even shopping yet.
How?
This month.
That's blackmail. I don't even know what that is.
What's
The
that?
audacity. First, I guess congratulations to you if you're doing well enough for you.
Yeah.
Your grandmother wants you to buy a car. I don't know, but
Yo.
And that your grandma can drive. My grandparents can drive.
hey,
Well,
I'm like,
hey, no, that's just
it's wrong.
That's wrong.
Grandmother.
Let's have go.
TIA.
That lady is actually doing so.
Look,
so
really,
you can see us now. Who are we? We look like black tax.
Guys, as you saw, we've lost electricity, so we have to move in search of light, which is why our background has changed. We've basically looked for every single way we can to finish this video. Yeah. So we'll just move on.
Yes, please.
We move on. All right. So another one is, I would call it a burden. My parents have supported me all through, and I believe that I should do the same. Thoughts?
Mindset, huh? Mindset is everything.
Yeah.
Why I like that is because I don't know if it's an African proverb or a thing where you're told money is to be made and not to be kept. So what she has done is she's opened her hands to receive more because her mindset is very comfortable and okay with her, with her giving.
Yeah.
And sounds like a happy person, like a person who doesn't feel that emotional turmoil around black tax.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to highlight it, because this is somebody who's comfortable with, this is how things are. I feel this is how it should be. And I wish anyone who is in a position where they're paying their black tax would be in this kind of position, you know, where you're not feeling like there's emotional manipulation. I saw someone mention that.
Let me tell you, emotional blackmail when it comes to black tax.
Yes, I feel like that's where the big problem is. It's not even so much in the giving, it's in the manipulation.
It also reminds me of, there's something Patricia Kihoro had posted on her Instagram, a very nice quote that I saw you had also reposted about, make sure that, what was it, make sure that...
So the post you are talking about is one that says, when spending your life working towards living the dream, make sure it's really your dream and not just a definition of success you've been programmed to desire. Remember the importance of distinguishing between what you want and what others want from you, and want for you and from you. And remember that choosing to change course or let go of a once held dream doesn't mean you're giving up or failing. It means you're paying attention. It means you're evolving.
So what reminded me of that is this person who is very okay with black tax or whatever, I hope she's genuinely okay and she's not shutting down true feelings because she's been programmed to believe that that's what is true. So if you're truly okay with it and settled in your brain and in your heart, fine. But that's what I'd encourage a person to really think about.
So I'll combine two of mine because it's kind of the same thing. Okay, so there's this one who says, Habs had to pay for his bro's first year med school fees. I'm a middle kid, I escaped black tax. And then another one says, my uncles keep on demanding money from my sisters. It's just sad. So what I'm trying to understand here is there's children in the sibling whatever who are not paying black tax. So basically, firstborn or analipa. So is that what is happening? Like middle child is not really paying.
Especially last born. Sometimes I think there's two scenarios. Sometimes when the firstborn is born, the parents are not maybe even yet equipped financially to raise a child. By the time the second and third has figured, they're in a better position. So maybe that's why they would demand more maybe from the first child.
Let me tell you another thing. Sorry,
no problem. I remember.
Pisses me off about black tax. These uncles and aunties, where did they come from?
That's what I'm wondering.
Like I'm okay with sort your mom, your dad. Why do I have to sort
aunties? The ones who are, you see now me in my situation.
Or if they raise you. Okay, that's
in my situation, but I really don't think those are the ones these guys are talking about.
But then there was another one for random uncles asking like they're entitled to your goddamn. And sometimes they imagine these blessings come back.
It's blessings, by the way.
Sometimes the blessings
come back.
But don't do it all.
Which, when you say blessings, I think also people are pressured into doing it because when you're raised, you're told, if you don't support your family, you're going to be cursed.
I would also someone say that.
It's a curse.
Curses will
come. Right? Africans, we really put funny things on ourselves. I need to chill. Curses. Okay, so the last one, even dowry is black tax, you guys. I'm tired. Wow.
Because it lasts forever.
Even dowry, exactly. You have to keep paying to the parents. I don't know if that's only Kikuyu customary.
I know it's our culture. It's not everybody.
And I guess that's also a reason now also. So long as that dowry thing is there with girls, that's another reason also parents will always expect you to give back because I educated you, you're a girl, maybe you're not married, you have a job, I don't know. But dowry is black tax. What do you guys think of dowry? Would you guys demand dowry? Shiko, was dowry paid?
For me, yes it was. It was. Dowry was paid for me. But it was not the kind that let me give you an example. I worked with somebody, I had a colleague who was telling me his experience paying dowry for his babe, his now wife. And theirs was serious. Like the family, it sounded like the family was really now milking them for everything. It was one of those ones where they were told, how can you bring warm sodas? How can we drink warm sodas? Fine. They didn't bring a kitamba for wiping the sodas. That's a fine.
Like literal fine, not even joking.
No, not for jokes. As in 1,000 bob. Two small names. An opener. The girls' side had to use their own openers for the sodas. They were fined. That kind of thing.
That's terrible.
So I don't think mine was like that. No, I don't think it was like that.
Guys, how do people deal with black tax? How can you manage it? And for me, of course, step one is know your limits, and the best way to know your limits is through budgeting and setting very clear financial goals. That way you know, if I have 100k coming in a month, rent is 40k or 30k, shopping is this. So you know in your head, I can't spend more than this, or otherwise I won't be able to survive. And if you have financial goals in order, out of my savings, I need to put this aside here so that I can grow my money and make my money work for me. So for me, that would be step one in terms of dealing with black tax, the black tax issue.
Just to add to that point, I saw one of the comments here, one of the responses, she said, I think someone said, I am building an apartment for my mother and my dad. As in, she literally cannot afford it. She's knee deep in loans but to see such a person, like maybe the issue is now, how do you say no? Because you know also there are people who have been raised in such a way that your mother, every day of your life has let you know she gave birth to you. The stress you put her through, right? Tough time, money from everywhere, borrowing, God knows how shit. You know, there's those families where you're told, if you will not be here if it was not for me, you will not need me. So of course, as a grown-up, now they're asking you for money. How do you say no?
You say no. I've even thought of a solution for that person who's building an apartment. Put it in your name.
Yes.
It's your apartment.
That's a good idea.
So not put it in your parents' name. It's your apartment. In fact, look at it as you're building your apartment.
Yeah.
Don't think of it as for my mom and dad. Yeah.
It's
Okay,
yours.
put it in your name.
It's yours.
Yeah. The other one, I even saw this from some of the comments, is don't disclose your earnings. Duh. Don't tell people. I mean, if you can't. Why do people feel the need to tell their parents exactly what they're making?
I don't know.
I didn't know what my folks made at all.
I always give a fake figure. A lower one.
A much lower figure.
Mimi mwenye hata sijaitishwa black tax. I give a lower salary.
People don't need to know that business.
Don't need to know that.
But I wonder if it's that some of these people, your folks, they don't care what you're making. They just still expect. What if they still just expect?
They don't, they don't believe that you went to school all the years. They don't connect it like they are only your connection.
Thank goodness.
And also, guys, you won't be cursed for not buying your grandmother a car. Surely, even the devil, I don't know who's in charge of curses, but
The guy in charge of gas.
whoever, I read somewhere where a curse doesn't come to you if you don't deserve it or something like that. But I don't even know if curses are real. It's just
A curse should not be the reason why you're becoming broke
Because of
black tax.
because of black tax.
stress, you can't buy milk.
Yeah.
Black tax.
Yeah. So if you want to, the final point was, if you want to do the whole thing, maybe let's not even call it black tax. If you want to help your family, you can give, but they say give, but don't spoon feed.
Okay.
Don't spoon feed. As we said, if you're giving,
Don't expect
it to come back. And don't come here complaining about black tax. You give it.
You gave.
Yeah.
That's another thing, yeah. If you've given, because you did like this and you gave, you sent the money. You forgot your app and you sent the money. You gave. Yeah.
I just remembered how at our TED talk we were like, it's nothing personal, it's just business. But for black tax, it's not business, it's just personal. It's rough.
And for those who are suffering from black tax now, don't suffer in silence. Talk to your siblings, talk to your parents. Imagine, just try. I know some parents are very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Just try and ghost them. Run away. Be selfish.
Be
Be selfish. Love yourself. Honestly, be selfish.
Yeah.
I think those are my points.
And I really think if you're a sibling in the middle over there and you're not paying black tax, and your sister is struggling to pay and you can't help, I mean,
Share
the reason
responsibilities.
why your mother gave birth to 5 kids. Come on, Diana,
Yeah.
do a whole basket and it goes. You know,
That's a good way to make it manageable.
Yeah.
As well.
the
Pull
siblings.
together.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else we have missed. If so, you guys know the comments are very free for you.
Yes.
Share your lessons, share your experiences with black tax. We're very, very, very eager to hear what it is that you have to say. If you like such topics, awesome. Tell us again. Give us suggestions of what else you want us to discuss. And follow us on the socials. Just Ivory.
Lonzi Moshemi.
Miss Tiramisu to you.
And Over 25 channel, make sure you subscribe and click like, and of course engage with us in the comments. And lastly, as I like to add, Corona is still there. Wear mask, wash your mikono,
Yeah.
follow the whatever you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
See you next time.
Bye.
Over 25, subscribe!